Hello again. This is Kingston Town Administrator Keith Hickey with the latest version of This Week in Kingston. Busy week over the last week. We'll go over a few things. Most importantly, I think, at least in my mind, COVID restrictions are coming to an end. Uh, May 29th, most all of the restrictions are coming to an end. And with that, we'll be able to reopen meetings at the townhouse and other town locations where meetings are held. Um, People can get out with much fewer restrictions on wearing masks and things of that nature. So it's been a long time coming. I'm sure everybody's thrilled about it, and it's going to be a nice change. So um, please try to stay vigilant on some of the issues, and if you're not feeling well, try to address that as best you can, so we don't go backwards for this. But it's a great day, and it's perfect timing because on Monday, May 31st, Kingston will have its Memorial Day parade. It's an opportunity to come to a parade and not wear a mask and not have to socially distance. The parade starts at 10 o'clock at the World War II Memorial across from the Cancun restaurant, if you know where that is. Proceeding on to Landing Road, Main Street, Green Street, and then ultimately at Evergreen Street, where it'll conclude at the townhouse, and there'll be a short ceremony on the town house lawn out in front. So all veterans are invited to participate by marching or riding along in the parade. Please contact the Veterans Service Department at 781-585-0515 if you have any interest in participating. We'd love to have you. Hoping to see a lot of people on the route. It's supposed to be a pretty good day, so let's try to kick off the post-COVID time with a really nice parade celebrating the heroes that have allowed our country to be the way it is today. So hope to see you on Monday. Moving on, there's a lot of other things happening. One of the things that I want to make sure people are aware of, due to some recent resignations, we have some openings on this. We have an opening, excuse me, on the Kingston School Committee and on the Kingston Library Trustees. The selectmen are having a joint meeting with both the library trustees and the school committee on Tuesday, June 8th, to make an appointment for both committees. So if anybody's interested, please send a letter of interest to Patricia Tucker in the town administrator's office. Her email is ptucker@kingstonmass.org on or before the 1st of June, and you'll be considered for either one of those positions. There are also openings on the Finance Committee. So if people have any interest at all in helping put together the annual Kingston budget, we'd love to have you submit a letter of interest that the moderator can review and appoint you if he agrees to do so. We desperately need Finance Committee members as well, as we just recently had another resignation. So I'm not even sure at this point we have a majority. So we're trying to get people to fill those positions. We'd love to have you. It doesn't take a ton of time. So please, if you have some time during the year that you can devote, to either one of those, we'd love to have you submit a resume. Moving on, the biggest item of the week, obviously, was town meeting that was held last Saturday. Overall, we had just over a quorum, so we could hold the meeting. Wish we could have had more people, but it's a busy Saturday in the spring for a lot of different people. Overall, it was a great meeting. We had a very positive result. Budgets passed, collective bargaining agreements passed. So pretty much everything that the town was seeking for funding was approved. So I want to thank everybody very much for your confidence in our local government, as well as participating in town meeting. I want to thank the Kingston Collection for allowing the town to hold our town meeting there. Hopefully next year we'll be able to go back to our more permanent location in the intermediate school, so the people the sound is better and whatnot. But I also want to thank PAC TV for all of their work in trying to make sure that the sound and the hearing, the sound quality the microphones and everything else worked as effectively as possible. Wasn't perfect, but I think it was better than last fall. So we did the best we could with a very challenging location. So with the approval of town meeting, we will be focusing on our upcoming fiscal year and the funding requests and approvals that we received, looking to make some improvements in how we do business. The new website's moving forward. We hope to have that launched in the fall. Preliminarily, it's going to be a significant upgrade to what people have been using now for the past decade, which is great. And you'll also start seeing streets, trees, and parks out there, starting to pave roads and things of that nature with the funding that was approved this past Saturday. So with that, one of the things that with the COVID situation that's going to be happening June 15th is the state of emergency the governor had put on Massachusetts is going to be lifted, which will start the clock on the Board of Selectmen deciding whether or not they want to exercise their right for the Winthrop Street property. We'll have to, if the board exercises that right, there'll have to be a town meeting sometime in September. We'll have to lock that date down and make people aware of when that's going to be as we move our way forward. But all of the different timelines that have been put in place in state law will now become effective again after the 15th of June. So thankfully getting back to normal. Look forward to hopefully everybody having a great summer. And with that, I want to thank everybody very much for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and hope you have a great week.